Zimbabwean boxer Kudakwashe Chiwandire retained a super bantamweight world title by unanimous decision when she beat Mexican Zulina Munoz. Her victory saw her become Zimbabwe's most successful boxer. Up next, Chiwandire can now contest for the WBC bantamweight gold title. Now, joining us on Inside Art today is Kudakwashe Chiwandire, as well as the Deputy Minister of Youth, Sport, Art and Recreation, Honorable Tino Machakere. Honorable, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Kuda, welcome to Inside Out.
Thank you.
To start off this conversation, you are Kudakwashe Take Money Chiwandire. Can we just, go through that? Why that you could take money?
Yeah, ndakangoonekwa kuti whatever chandinoita ndinongoda kuti chive successful. So vakatongoona kuti with the way I train, yeah, togona kutora mari.
Okay, so unotora mari?
Yes.
Unoenda nayo?
Ndoenda nayo.
Saka so far tingatombo collecta mari tidamboona kuti zvikuenderana here nesetup.
So far ndacollecta purse money yangu. Yeah, that is $20,000 US.
Oh wow, so can we share?
Yeah, we can.
Something.
Yeah.
Now, getting into why we're here, you were the first Zimbabwean to clinch gold in a World Boxing Council title fight when you beat Catherine Phiri of Zambia. How did you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel awesome because Catherine Phiri was a good boxer and also a 3-time world champion. So I've managed to defeat her.
You managed to defeat her?
Yes.
But you know what? Coming to think of it, before Catherine Phiri, I didn't know you, and most Zimbabweans didn't know about, Kuda Chiwandire. Where were you?
Yeah, ndandiripo. Yeah, ndandiriko muzviraundi momo.
So were you
because back then I was a hairdresser.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Ndisati ndaenda kunorwira that title ku Zambia.
So you were training?
Yeah, ndaitotraina ndichitoenda kubasa zvese. Yeah.
Okay, coming to you, Deputy Minister. You are the Deputy Minister of Youth, Sport, Arts and Recreation. Yes. And to an ordinary Zimbabwean, when we hear your portfolio, you are the mother of all sporting accolades in the country. And ministry nege sports, concentrate on what do you have to say about that?
Thank you, Yvonne. I think if we look into it, the ministry speak.
Yeah.
We focus on arts, we focus on sports, recreation, which comprises of our culture and heritage. But if you look into it, we've got a lot of programs that we are doing. Sport, we are there. Arts, we are there. So sometimes, talking out there without getting into the details, sometimes you don't know what we are doing as a ministry. But I want to say this. If there are some programs that are government related, we are always available. This is why we are always visible. We want to make sure that we put our ministry on spotlight when it comes to these programs.
Tiripapo, some people can say, Kuda smash, particularly ya abai yaka postpone wakatu yembofana watambwa is it muswa 1 October ndova yava muswa 1 October mbayazo tambwa at a later date due to my reasons akapiwa onema promoters ake, and then you came to a rescue never more akapindira fight ndova yaitika. But vamwana wangada kuziva kuti where was the Ministry of Sport pazvaitika zvese mechi chinonoka kutambwa?
Thank you very much, Yvonne. Remember, we've got in every organization we've got structures. When it comes to boxing, they've got their structure, whereby they fall under their motherboard, which is the Wrestling Control Board.
Yeah.
So as a ministry, we play the oversight role. But when they have challenges or the technical problems that they were facing before, they didn't come to us. But when they come to us as a ministry, then that's when we said, no, we must come to on board and try to make sure that everything flows smoothly. This is why we came in.
Okay, so these structures that we're talking about, do they report to you?
Yes, they report to us.
Saka tingati kana paine matches, ministry inenge ichiziva here kuti there's a boxing match that's supposed to be played muswakati vanhu wrestling
control board
board vouya kwamuri kuti you know what, there's a match that's supposed to be played, everything is in order. Memuchiziva here kana kuti memusiri kuziva?
Definitely, we get updates.
Okay.
There is communication between us and the board.
Okay.
But some of the programs, they can even do the programs as the board. But when the programs are related to the ministry, obviously we have to chip in and make sure that everything is done above board.
Above board.
Yes.
So what do we do to call them to order, to put them to order? Could my boards, while you say my players at risk because you almost lost their title?
Yes, actually, we as a ministry, that's what we focus on. We want to make sure that when it comes to challenges or the issues that concerns the boxers, and our role is to make sure that we make sure that the board and the players are well connected. They've got good communication, so that we don't face this such hiccups. Yes.
Okay. Kuda, Minister Vati Fambisa, through how they work together with these organizations, what is your relationship, NEMA promoters, and together with the board?
Yeah, my relationships edu ati nawo ndekuti inini I go through my promoters, then my promoters angu anoenda iwo ku board.
Okay.
So sezva zvaingove my postponements and other stuff, zvinhu zvatakuchitongokumbirawo kuti sezvo tatongokwanisawo kuti mutambo uyu utambwe, ndoda kutenda honorable because vakamira zvishuwa nekuti mutambo uyu utambwe. And I also want to thank the president kuti pawo mukana isusu as women mutambo uyu ndewevarume. So president wedu akatoona kuti zvakakodzera kuti even kana kuine vakadzi vanozvikwanisa, they can also go and do whatever they want to do. Saka I want to thank the president, I want to thank the Ministry of Sports, then also chitongorowo chichemo because honorable varipo kuti vakwanisawo kutibatsira in terms of board redu ratinaro reboxing, kuti zvinhu zvifambe zvakanaka because zvinhu hazvisi kunyatsofamba zvakanaka in the board.
Zvisiri kufamba zvakanaka.
Yeah, kunewo zvimwe zvinenge zvichiitika like postponement and other stuff like panenge pasina communication yakakwana.
Okay.
So would like honorable kuti vatibatsirewo kuti tikwanisewo kuenderera mberi isusu as ladies. Sometimes tinokwanisa kuita give up easily.
All right. Having said that, you just brought up an issue yaita kuti ndifungezvimwe because you said, you know what, boxing unoita ngemutambo wevarume, tikatongonzwa boxing or wrestling, picture inotoya mind mangu ndotoona murume achirwa, and you're a woman, you're fighting, you're winning world titles, and pane stereotypes, hey, vakadzi vanotamba boxing, varume pamonenge vachitokutya, society is pretty much judgmental. How do you go through that on a day to day uchizvifesa kuti upenyu hwako ungoita smooth?
Yeah, chekutanga handitarise kuti vanhu vanoti chii, nekuti the moment yanchangoti vanhu vachati chii hapana kwandichaenda. The fact yekuti ndikutamba mutambo unotambwa nevanhu vechirume, inini kwandiri zvinhu zvinotondiendesawo kumberi, nekuti ndinoshanda nevanhu vechirume. That's why muri kuona ndiri kuexcella. That's why muri kuona I'm putting the flag on a higher place.
Okay.
Is because ndikuita zvinhu zvangu ndine chido, and ndikuita zvinhu zvangu ndine shungu. Saka hazvidi kuti nditarise vanhu nekuti vanhu vanondidzikisira. Chandinongofocasa nacho ndechekuti ndaachiva here zvandikuda, ndazviwana here zvandikuda. In terms of varume vanenge vachiti varume isusu tinorohwa even in the streets, kana ukada kutarisa kwandinobva Yvonne, handina kana nyaya dzekunzi ndinorohwa mastreets. Handina kana wandakamborova. Yeah, that's discipline. Saka zvinongoenderana nekuti woda kuachieva chienda. I'm a mother of 3 kids. Saka I have to take care of my kids, I have to put food on the table. Saka ndinotoshanda ndine focus. Yes.
Oh, wise words there. And then another thing is, I know you once tried soccer.
Yes.
You once tried taekwondo.
Yeah.
And then
kickboxing.
Now you're a boxer.
Yeah.
What made you leave all these sports and like, this is mine? Chichakaita kuti inini ndauda zvekurwa zvebhora izvo azvisizvo.
Yeah, as you can see kuti sometimes masports unongochitraya but usina kwauri kuenda. So ndakangochinja masports ndichida kutraya kuona kuti ndekupi kwandingabudirire upenyu hwangu kwaungaende. saka ndakaona boxing ndikatotora kuti hai this one is a good sport and neboxing ndogona kuenda kumberi.
All right. Coming to you, Honorable. We know you is Honorable Tino Machakaere, around. And we know you're supporting youth activities a lot, music, moriko, socialize, moriko, sport, moriko, which is a good thing. But we want to know what drives you, besides it being part of your portfolio. Yes, moriko ministry, but is there anything that drives you to want to work with young people and my artists?
Thank you, Yvonne. Basically, it is based on the passion that I have for my country. If you look at it, focusing on Kudakwashe's matter, she's a girl child. So to me, it is very important to make sure that such opportunities that we have as a nation are well supported. There's no way we can leave talented people like Kudakwashe and focus on other issues that are not important. If you look at it, this match, it brought us somewhere very, very high as a nation. If I want to tell you that everywhere I'm going, they are saying, congratulations. I said, what is it? Then they said, Kudakwashe. It was a very, very good achievement for Zimbabwe. So we want to make sure that we look after Kudakwashe, we support a vision, we support a talent, and also our ministry will go somewhere up there to say, look, this is what we've achieved as a ministry. So to us, it is a very good achievement.
Okay.
Yes.
And now that you've mentioned female sport and your support as a ministry towards female sport, what are you doing as a ministry? Could it to a consistent support for female sport in Zimbabwe? Because you know how it is these days. People think, as women were sidelined, that is kunya so support. And here you are, you're saying, no, we're working to support. She's proof that you are actually doing something. So the APIMA plans are now on the ground to make sure that we support you really consistent.
Looking into other sporting fraternities, we've got women's soccer, for instance. They are traveling a lot because of their awards and whatever they are getting. But remember, when it comes to other sporting fraternities, people will talk about soccer, men's soccer, not women's soccer. But because of what our president is pushing for, he wants to include everyone. He wants to bring everyone on board to make sure that no one will be left behind. So when it comes to women, it is our number one priority. There's no two ways about it. We want to make sure that every Zimbabwean woman is participating in whatever platform is available. So,
yeah. Another thing that I want to find out from you is it's a good thing that she won and you gave her money for that title. We also want to find out Panemamema sports asiri boxing. What are you doing as a ministry to make sure that my lives are after sport are sustained because tikada kutarisa vamwe vanhu maybe vakabuda musport kana kuti maybe vembo vamaboxers kana vembotamba bhora pamwe tikavatera iko zvinhu izvi upenyu hwavo unenge usina kunyatsomira zvakanaka. Pane here zviri kuitwa to make sure kuti ramangwana rake nevamwe vakaita saiye ringe rakatasanuka?
Thank you, Yvonne. Let me say, this new government led by His Excellency President Mnangagwa, there's a lot of improvements when it comes to their upkeep after their term of office or whatever. And we're also trying to put some structures that will look after them after or on their retirement, to make sure that they won't look, people will not look at them and say, look, this is what is happening. Kudakwashe was a boxer, but now she can't even afford to buy food, to put food on a table. So there are structures that are being put in place to make sure that we cover all those angles. I want to assure you that as we go forward, you are going to see changes, because this government is trying to make sure that everyone is now catered for. Yes.
Now, Kudakwashe, the minister has outlined kuti vane urongwa vavari kuisa to make sure that, sports people are taken care of. As a woman, do you feel like boxing is something that you can rely on as a source of livelihood? Or are you not pressured kuchaga mamwe mabasa? You're a hairdresser, do you sometimes feel like, then chiruka zvangu musoro pamwe nichiita mari? Zvakamira sei?
Yeah, sometimes, paipepa zvinombooma, you feel so. Unombofunga kuti denda ndangoitawo hairdressing, because sometimes pane pazvinomboomawo sure pekuti unotofunga kuti zvinowana undovapei. But inini handisi kutarisa boxing as a career of the whole life. Pane panichagumirawo kuma-30s. Now I have maybe 4 or 5 years ndicharamba ndichiita boxing. But after that, ndini zvandinodawo. Like inini, I'm a hairdresser.
Okay.
So on that one, ndinenge chitoda help yekuti I want to open my own salon. Okay. Yes. The Take Money Hair Salon. Yeah. Yes. Saka ikoko ndo kwandishawanawo upenyu hwangu huchifamba zvakanaka. So I would appreciate to get help even from the honorable to help
how are you going
me
to support that
open
dream?
that
She
Take
wants a
Money
hair
Hair
salon.
Salon. Yes. Cause yeah, sure, vanhu vanonongedzera kuti what have she done? Paita boxing, but now look, tinawo mazita evamwe vanhu vanotonongedzerwa muma-streets. But tinongoda kungotendawo kuti like now as women tinonzwikwa kana patinochema pese tikaenda tikanochema, there's open doors for us as women, even to Minister of Sports, even to the President. Yes, they have an open ear.
They have an open
whatever you say, they can do so. So which means zvatambotaura zvazvia kuti kuboard kwedu tinofanira kunge minister vachitibatsirawo, deputy minister ngavatibatsirawo kuboard kwedu, kunge kuine order.
Okay.
Vange vachitinzwawo patinochema, like sometimes unogona kunotaura chichemo chako ikoko but havasvitse kwachinofanira kunge chichisvika.
Okay.
Saka that's the only problem yatinayo neboard redu.
Okay.
So vakatibatsirawo ipapo, I think everything went well.
Everything will go well. Okay. Tichiri Papo, I just want to find out from you. You mentioned earlier on that you have 3 kids.
Yes.
And here you are. You're a boxer. You have to go to the gym. You have to take care of the family. You even have to eat right. Sometimes what you're cooking for the family is not what you're supposed to be eating.
Yeah.
How do you juggle all that?
Yeah, on that one, I would like to thank the sponsors. Vanomira neni. Ndo vanhu vanondichengetera vana vangu. And I want to thank my parents also, because they are the main actors. Main actors havafe,
Yeah.
Saka ndoda kutenda ma-parents angu, because vakandipa time yekuti iwe enda unoita zvaunoda kuita. Don't think about the kids. We will take care of the kids. Just make sure your kids have the food, they have the clothes, they have this. So ini ndobatsirwa nema-sponsors.
Okay.
They come abroad and help me taking care of the kids whilst I'm doing my training.
But your children understand what you do.
They understand. And now I don't think kuti vachiri kutombondida, because sometimes ndikanga ndichitoripo havana kana basa neni, they will be always saying go. So vavana vagogo. Yeah.
Okay. Minister, I want to hear from you now. Having talked to Kuda, it's a great thing that we have her as a nation. She's a national treasure. But we probably have a Mwana Kuda Chiwandire out there, vasati vawanwa, potential talent that hasn't been discovered. Toba wana say?
Yeah, it's quite tricky, because the moment when you don't come up and showcase your talent, sometimes it's difficult. Wherever they are, those that have talents, they are free to showcase. Because sometimes you might be in Guruve, but mwanano gonna boxing, but also kwanza kuta showcase the talent that he have. But kana kuineva ariko ma leaders ariko, I want to encourage leaders, even members of parliament, government heads, if they identify such talents, they are supposed to bring them forward to say, this is what we have, and we're also there to help, we're also there to support.
Okay. Panemono pa Facebook pedu arikuti, we know the Honorable Deputy Minister Tinmark is always hosting sporting activities. Punyanya ebora Tinmark sporting these co-boxing.
Well, Boxing, I didn't started on Kudakwashe.
Okay.
I think she can also testify this.
Okay.
I used to know her actually ku Manyuchi Boxing Academy.
Okay.
I used to support and sponsor the Manyuchi Boxing Academy. And when I started seeing the way she was fighting, I said, this girl will take us very far. So when I was invited to this match, I said it's a goal to us. So this is why I was very, very, very.
You were very excited,
Excited
supportive.
to be part. Yeah.
All right. Iwe, as an individual, as a boxer, you have a talent that you have. How are you giving back, to society? Uneva unavo ere under your wing, whom you're mentoring, or kusimudza or kutrot. Iwe kana wabuda mazviri. Boxing, particularly female boxing, doesn't die.
Yeah, on that one, zvinonetsa Yvonne.
Zvinonetsa part.
Zvichiri kunetsa, in fact. Hatingati hedu zvinonetsa, but for now zvichiri kunetsa. Because now I'm still doing boxing.
Okay.
Saka I won't be able to train anyone.
Why not?
Because nguva yandave nepalevel randiri is need focus.
Okay.
Ukaona ndatodaro zvakutoreva kuti handichakwanise kuenda kumberi. Because most of the time I have to train those kids. And I have to see and nurture this talent. Saka inini ndinoenda kutomira rangu basa.
1 day per week, maybe?
Yeah, I can do so, but okay. I would like to have honorable help on that one. Maybe we can open an academy, Take Money Boxing Academy. Yeah.
Okay.
By doing that, maybe we can engage other coaches to come on board and help us train those kids whilst I'll be doing my own things.
All right.
Yes, that can help. For sure, we have so many talents. But vabereki vevana ava vanotyira kure, like what boxing in vanhu vechirume unoita murume here wewe, but not knowing it's a talent.
Okay.
So if we open an academy, it will be easy for us to nurture talents and see kuti community medu vanhu vari kuita say, like if you go to Desert Extension, vanhu vanorwa ivavo. Yeah, they fight almost every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So tikatora talent iroro kurisa musport, I think tinoenda kumberi.
All right. Tisati tavura Take Money Boxing Academy. Itora ngota say kunezo munyika medu ma boxing facilities. Akamira say, do we have places maybe where people go? Let's say ndinogara ngu kumbari ndikuda kumbonodzidzira zve boxing. Is there somewhere that I can go, or ndenda kutongoshi track gym?
Yeah, ikoko kune magyms ariko, kune macoaches ariko. Then macoaches wayo ndo vanokuunza kwatiri isusu. Like tama big companies ka. Yeah, kwa ma promoters edu isusu anokuendesa kumberi ndoko vanokuunza. Because it's all about mukana kuziva kwekuenda.
Okay.
Yes.
Hanzi mukana nekuziva kwekuenda. Tine ma boxing facilities ere munyika kana tisina, what are we doing to make sure that we have them at it right? We equip them to have fully functional.
Thank you. As a ministry, we don't own facilities. For instance, even the soccer facilities, we don't own. Some, they fall under the Ministry of Local Government. Some, they fall under some private companies. So, but our role is to make sure that we have MOUs to have interconnect between the ministry and the other organizations.
Okay.
But as a ministry, we don't have such facilities. Unless when it comes to hockey, we have a facility in Bulawayo, the hockey stadium, it's under the ministry.
Okay.
And yes, but some of the sporting facilities, they are not under the ministry.
Okay.
So as a ministry, we don't have such.
Thank you very much for clarifying that. Earlier on, Satatanga program, we were talking about, I'm sure Tatoshi Tauda for program, we're talking about how people know you, in Zimbabwe, is this guy who supports sports, who supports arts. Tudakuziva kuti ku constituency kwenyu kune zvikuitika here in terms of, upliftment of sporting talent or my activities. What are you up to now?
Yes, Yvonne, we've got quite a lot. Relating to the sport, we are trying to make sure that we bring in some national players to try and scout some talented young sport players in the constituents to try and make sure that we can market them. And if you look into it, this end of this month, we are going to have I'm going to have a very big sporting tournament that is going to accommodate more than 15 constituencies that are coming into my constituency.
Okay.
And some of the our ministers are also invited guests, and there's prizes that we've put in place to try and motivate our people. Yeah, there's also the traditional sporting activities that are also available that we also want to try and bring up to make sure that we accommodate those that are underprivileged, that are in rural areas. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for your efforts. I'm sure they're going a long way to make sure that, youths are kept busy, especially this day and age where we're struggling with drug and alcohol abuse. Coming to you, Kuda, as we conclude, when you won, Hans, you won by unanimous decision, is it? And then, Panea, what's the Zambian?
Catherine.
It was a split decision. What's that?
Yeah, kana uri away zvinogona kunetsa. Even kana kusoka, they know kuti if they don't do their best, vanorusa. So I did my best.
You
for
did your
sure.
best.
Yes,
But
in
it's not
Zambia.
really.
But pane mamwe my judges, like the judge wekoko Zambia, he was on favor of Catherine Piri. But all the judges were in favor of me. So kungoti omunhu wekuti angari munyika mangu, and that guy was banned, yeah, and he was banned because he chaive tova chitsotsi. Yes, so kuna Catherine Piri zvazvakaoma, but it wasn't that kuti ndakawina ne-split point decision. That was a unanimous decision.
It was unanimous.
Yeah, if you watch the fight clearly, you will see kuti it was a unanimous decision. But when you are away, it's not that easy.
All right. So it's so true kuti it's split. It's like a jury, like panaru
50-50, yeah,
50-50 mwarkuramba.
Yeah, mwarkuramba, yes.
And are we also saying kuti boxing is a sport that's determined by the judges?
Yes.
Akusise kusoka kuti 1-0.
Yes.
Majaji ndo anenga achitoona and then they score you points.
Yes.
So that's how it
points.
works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Interesting. Trukudziza. Honorable, as we conclude, your words to Zimbabweans who are into sport, who are into arts, nema boxers,
Thank you. Remember, we've been hit hard by the drug and substance abuse in our country. So I want to say to all our Zimbabwean young people, it's wiser to focus on sports than taking drugs. Because the moment when you focus on sport, which means your focus on taking drugs will be minimal.
Okay.
So I want to encourage all the Zimbabweans to say, let's leave alcohol, let's leave drugs. It will lead us into death. It will lead us into destroying our country. It will lead us into losing the leaders of tomorrow. I want to thank you.
Kuda.
Yeah, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you. Dongoda kungotiwo kune vamwewo vakadzi vari kunze uko. Don't lose hope. And musatyire kure kuti kwa honorable kusvikike or kuminister kusvikike or kwa president kusvikike. They have an open ear. Vanonzwa zvatinototaura. Vanotonzwa, and it will take time for them kuti vatigadzirisire, but vanenge vachiziziva kuti no kune vakadzi vari kuda zvavari kuda, so they will help us.
All right. Okay,
Okay,
and I'm coming to your salon. Get my hair done.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much for having joined us on Inside Out today. We were with Kudakwashe Take Money Chiwandire, the boxer who has lifted Zimbabwe's flag so high. We're also joined by the Honorable Deputy Minister of Youth, Sport, Art and Recreation, Tino Machakaere, just to talk to us about the sporting arena in the country, particularly boxing, focusing on Kuda and how she has made us proud. Until we meet again, hopefully next week. Pleasant viewing.